Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Sky Sports 101 Browns NFL Week 7 early games. We'll call it an update show because it's in the third quarter right now. The Browns are up 27-21 with 10 minutes to go in the third. And we'll talk about all of today's games besides the Browns game. But first, here is today's Sky Sports 101 uh, early games. Uh, NFL trivia question. It's a Colts trivia question with the Browns playing the Colts. Which Colts running back ran a 4.28 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine? I will have the answer later on the podcast. Uh, it's week 7 of of, of the NFL football season, and after upsetting the 49ers last week, 14 to 19 to 17, to go to 3-2 on the season. The Browns are taking on the Indianapolis Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson tested his injured right shoulder in practice for the first time in nearly weeks on Thursday, uh, moving him closer to starting this week after he missed 2 games. And he did play in the first half, but left as a precautionary because of his shoulder. And he also practiced Friday and Saturday. And the Browns say a decision, and there was a decision to whether or not I think it was just before game time. And so, Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson is progressing in the right direction uh, and took first team reps in Saturday's walkthrough, sources say. And Watson is expected to play Sunday against the Colts, bearing a setback for the first time uh, since he suffered the bruising around his rotator cuff. Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski said on Friday that Watson looked good, but they wanted to see how he responded to the workload, and uh, and he did play for a little time, I think, in the first quarter, and then PJ Walker took over after that, but he has been looking good, and he's really been able to handle himself, and hopefully we'll get him back for next week's game, and so we'll see. Uh, and I really right now I've taken a time out, and right now it's 30-21 Browns. Excuse me, third quarter, and we're about to kick off with 23 left to go in the third quarter. Uh, the uh, the Baltimore Ravens are taking on the Detroit Lions today at uh, at home at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and I'm going to give my picks of the week as I do these, and it's 35-0 Baltimore. Third quarter with 2:44 to go, 4-10 at the Baltimore 35. The Ravens have the ball, and I've taken the Lions for this one because I have a hunch they're going to get to one in a row, but not looking like it right now. My brother-in-law took the Ravens. He took Baltimore. uh, the Las Vegas Raiders are taking on the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field in Chicago. And right now, the Raiders are down 21-6 as the Cowboys are leading them. And Chicago's about to kick off. And uh, and the Browns have just kicked off. And so the Colts have the ball right now. They're going to have it. Uh, the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots are battling out at Bills Stadium today in Buffalo, New York. And it's 16-10 Patriots, fourth quarter with 9:03 to go. And it's first and goal at the Buffalo 4. The Patriots have the ball. Uh, the and so and the and I have taken for the Chicago game. I've taken the Raiders. My brother-in-law Eric has taken the Bears. For this game, though, I have taken Washington. I've taken Buffalo, and my brother-in-law has taken the Bills as well. My brother-in-law Eric Royal. The New York Giants are going up against the Washington Commanders today at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The Giants are up 14-7, third quarter, uh, and it's 4th and 2 at the Washington 25. Washington has the ball, and they would like to tie it up with a touchdown, so we'll see. The Atlanta Falcons are battling the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, and it's 13-10 Falcons, and the fourth quarter is just getting underway. It's going to be a 1st and 10 at the I think at the 50. It's either the and it's be the Falcons 50 because the Bucks have the ball. So there was an offside flag on the play with the Browns, and it was an offside flag. It was on the Browns, and uh, there was an offside flag on the Browns. It was a uh, 5 yards enforced, and there was no play. It was on the defensive offside, and so and that was it was on the Browns. So, uh, but still, 9 minutes left to go in the third. 1st and 5 at the 50, and the Colts have the ball right now. So, in the late games today, the Pittsburgh Steelers take on the Los Angeles Rams at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. And for the Bucks Falcons, I'm going with the Bucks, and so is my brother-in-law. We've taken and both of us have taken the Rams for this game, for the Steelers Rams game. The Arizona Cardinals are in Seattle to take on Seattle at Lumen Field, and I really think Seattle's going to come out the way with the win. I've got Seattle, and so is my brother-in-law. The Green Bay Packers take on the Denver Broncos at Empire Field at Mile High. Oh, one of the coaches has just gotten injured. We think there's an injury. It might be an injury timeout. We're trying to find out if it isn't. I think it looks like it might be. It's a 1st and 10 still, with 8:30 to go. And I have taken Green Bay. My brother-in-law has taken the Broncos. So that's three that we don't agree on. Tonight's game, we got a doozy of a Sunday night game for you. The Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles will battle it out at Lincoln Financial Stadium in Philadelphia. And I've taken Miami. My brother-in-law is taking the Eagles. And Monday Night Football, the San Francisco 49ers battle the Minnesota Vikings. At U.S. Bank in Minnesota, we've both taken the 49ers, my brother-in-law, Edward Wow, and I. And the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the New Orleans Saints on Thursday Night Football at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, 31-24. I took New Orleans and lost. My brother-in-law Eric Lea took the Jaguars and won. He's 1-0, and I am 0-1 right now. So I just won. And now I'm going to reveal the answer to today's Yacht Sports 101, Week 7 NFL trivia question. It's a Colts trivia question. Which Colts running back ran a 4.28 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine? If you said Marshall Faulk, you are correct. Marshall Faulk ran a 4.28 40-yard dash, beating out Edgerrin James 4.38. Joseph Adai 4.4, and Marlon Mack 4.5. I'll have another trivia question on my next podcast, so stay tuned for that. Now, getting back to today's game with the Browns and the Colts, there was an injury timeout on the field. And it was one of the Colts players that I think got injured, and we're waiting to find out. They took an injury timeout. But it's 30-21 with 9:11 or 8:11, excuse me, or 8:30 or 8:11 to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 4 to Cleveland. At Cleveland. So I really think the Browns will get the one over the Colts, and they're going to beat them today, and they look really good. And but Watson did play, but he left in the first half because of as a precautionary for his rotator cuff shoulder. So we will see. Now we're getting back to the action here, and so I think we will get the win. So uh, and and so I think Batonio is still listed day to day with the injury. I don't think he's playing again today, and but he has been in practices, limited in practices. So we'll see. Let's see if the Browns can come away with the win in this game today. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101. Browns NFL early games, week 7 update show. I'll be back with the early games, post game show, late games, pre game show. Once the games between the Browns and Colts is concluded and all the early games have concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.